Nah, I'm done rapping.
Ain't no version on that?
Nah, I ain't doing none of that. I'm done with it. I still get more money than rappers. No disrespect. I make rappers.
Yeah.
We get money together. I say that humbly. We make money together. But I'm done with rapping. Ain't no need for me rapping.
I'm really on cruise control because I got artists. I don't just have rappers. Anybody can rap, but everybody can't be an artist. My artist is gonna keep me around as long as I wanna be around. You know, I got my family, my son, he into this game. He got his own label. And I would like to see other artists become their brands and get other artists on their label. That's the only way to keep this revolving.
For you to lose your father so very young, what kind of influence did that have on you?
I lost my mama first. I lost her at 2 years old. Losing my mom, I never recovered in life. I'm still haven't recovered in life. And losing my father, like he was my everything because he adopted us. He brought us back to him when I was living in the boys' home. In the boys' home, in my 5-6 years in the boys' home, I was adopted by a white family. I stayed with them for like a year, and I decided I wanted to go back because I wanted to be with my brothers and sisters. But when my father got us back, he passed away. And then I just turned to the streets. That became my family, the streets.
You kind of just felt in the moment.
You can see I was in my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? I ain't going there with no mindset but to tell this nigga stop fucking playing with me. Find somebody to play with, homie. I ain't that it. I ain't nothing sweet about me. You got me fucked up person. So I'm gonna come talk to you like a man and tell you, find something better to play with. Period.
Have you guys talked since then, or just?
Nah, I haven't spoken.
Just in the wind?
Nah, I ain't spoken.
Now, well,
first of all, I don't have no problem with this man. Mm-hmm. I ain't trying to gain no points off this man. I just felt like maybe he was trying to gain points off me because it's every day. And for my children, after my daughter told me some shit, what this nigga be, how he be playing with me, I just had to go take me a trip up top. I wanted to go see him.
So
I ain't never took from no nigga. I always bless niggas.
But why niggas keep saying that shit, though? You know what I'm saying? Why niggas keep saying that shit, bro? Like, everybody, producer, all these folks be like, man, nigga don't pay, bro.
Wait, bro. I had some incidents early on.
Yeah.
Because I was really young in this shit. I ain't know no better. But every problem I had, I cleared it up.
Oh, you saying any nigga that ever fucked like they got fucked
I cleared it up.
Yeah.
I paid any nigga that got... You heard me? Because I was young, bro. Remember, I'm telling you, I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
So a lot of shit happened early on. I just ain't know. But any nigga that had any problem from my son on down, and I gave him 50 million, I cleared it up. Because I ain't want my name like that, especially with Wayne. That's like I'm nothing without this dude. Like, that I didn't want, but it happened, but I aired that shit out.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I've done business with Birdman. Mm-hmm. Some are good and some is bad. I just think when you try to be a CEO and you try to be a rapper and you try to be a ladies' man and you try to be a girlfriend and you try to be
a girlfriend,
a Crip and a Blood.
You trying to be a girlfriend?
Why you call him a girlfriend?
I don't know. That's what they said.
Oh, you mean like
I'm like DJ Khaled. I got it from the streets.
I'm riding helicopters and private jets, nigga. Living on marbles and walking on hyena floors.
Understand the angle, like what?
I did it already.
So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here. So what's happening?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying why?
And I'm here. What's happening?
I'm all good, but I'm saying why come here just to curse us up?
What's happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you, your man, in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
Ain't no issue. If it was the issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? And y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hear you, my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock. Hey, dog.
Yeah. So I wanted to do this interview personally because you get a bad rap sometimes. So many people say, you know, Birdman is this and Birdman, you don't speak. So sometimes if you don't address the rumor becomes the truth. So in this day and time, I wanted to come out and
But can I tell you how I personally feel about that?
uh-huh.
I don't give a fuck.
Birdman was standing on stage in front of thousands of people when it happened. No dramatic collapse, no chaos, just a slow, unsettling moment where his head dipped forward and stayed there. 15 long seconds. The music kept playing, the crowd kept cheering, and the man who once ran hip-hop looked like he wasn't even there anymore. That clip didn't just go viral because it was awkward. It went viral because it felt symbolic, like the physical manifestation of something fans had been sensing for years. Birdman didn't lose his empire overnight. He's watching it crack in public, piece by piece, not through death, not through jail, but through legacy erosion. And once you start pulling at that thread, the story goes way deeper than a tired OG on tour. Because that moment on stage wasn't the beginning, it was the warning sign. In early 2025, the Hot Boys reunion tour kicked off as a full circle moment for hip-hop. For the first time since 2000, Birdman was back on stage with Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Turk, and BG. For the culture, it was supposed to be a celebration. History finally healing itself. But instead of nostalgia, the internet got concerned. Clips started spreading of Birdman looking disoriented, nodding off mid-performance, standing still, head dropping, not once but multiple times. Fans didn't know whether to joke or panic. Some blamed exhaustion. Others whispered about age catching up. And then came the speculation that always follows Southern rap legends, that familiar cup culture fans have seen ruin too many icons. The Hot Boys tried to laugh it off. Turk brushed it aside. BG joked about it on Drink Champs. But then another clip surfaced months later from a separate Harlem appearance. Same behavior, same blank stare, same uncomfortable pause. At that point, the tone shifted. People weren't clowning anymore. They were worried. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Because offstage, Birdman's personal life was unraveling just as quietly and just as publicly. In August 2024, Birdman secretly married Toni Braxton. No rollout, no red carpet, just paperwork. 2 weeks later, she filed for divorce. Then, just as suddenly, the filing was dismissed. Technically, they were still married, but the signs were loud. Photos disappeared, wedding ring gone, silence on both sides. Then in late 2025, Toni finally spoke, and what she described reframed everything people were seeing. She didn't accuse Birdman of literal rituals or anything mystical. What she exposed was something more unsettling. A culture, a system built on enforced loyalty and symbolic submission. She described an environment where artists gave up their independence to belong. Matching tattoos, public displays of devotion, everyone calling Birdman daddy. Luxury gifts that came with invisible strings attached. Flexing wasn't celebration, it was compliance. And if you resisted, you weren't just removed, you were erased. She called it a secret society without the name, a place where gifts were tools of control, not love. And according to her, that same toxic energy was turning inward, eating Birdman alive. She said being tied to cash money made her own health battles harder to survive, that she had to walk away for her sanity. Birdman fired back, accusing her of chasing money and trying to cash out. The internet split instantly. Some sided with the boss. Others believed she escaped something darker than a failed marriage. Add in quick shut rumors involving her sister, and the picture became clear. Birdman wasn't just dealing with age or exhaustion. His world was collapsing from multiple directions at once. But to understand how it reached this point, you have to go back, way back. Before the money, before the contracts, back to the mud. Brian Christopher Brooks was born in the Magnolia Projects in New Orleans. Poverty wasn't a phase, it was the environment. He grew up surrounded by loss, instability, and survival instincts. Raised alongside more siblings than most people can count, Birdman learned early that nobody was coming to save you. His mother was his anchor, but even that stability didn't last. By his teens, Birdman was already in the streets, getting money before he ever touched a microphone. He said he saw more cash before 15 than most people see in a lifetime. But that money didn't come without consequences. At 16, he caught a serious case and did time. When he came home, the streets pulled him right back in. Violence, loss, jail, death. It stacked up so early that emotional numbness became normal. He's admitted that by the time music entered his life, he already felt dead inside. Music wasn't a dream, it was an exit strategy. In 1991, Birdman and his brother Slim started Cash Money Records. It wasn't glamorous, it was grind music, bounce records, trunks, street promotion. They built it brick by brick. When Birdman discovered Lil Wayne as a 9-year-old kid with raw talent, he didn't just see an artist, he saw himself, a survivor who could be molded. By the late 90s, Cash Money was unstoppable. The Hot Boys ran the South. Universal dropped a $30 million deal. Birdman went from prison cells to boardrooms almost overnight. He said he couldn't even process it, thought he was dreaming. But the losses never stopped. His father passed in a car accident. Family members kept dropping, pain stacked on success. And instead of healing, Birdman hardened. The empire grew, but so did the pressure, and the same survival instincts that kept him alive in the streets started shaping how he ran business. Cash Money became legendary for hits and infamous for disputes. Artists would sign, blow up, then publicly claim they weren't getting paid. Albums shelved, contracts questioned, relationships burned. The biggest fracture was Lil Wayne. Wayne wasn't just an artist, he was family, raised under Birdman's wing. And in 2015, he filed a massive lawsuit accusing Birdman of holding money hostage. The internet watched a father-son relationship implode in real time. The case dragged for years before settling. Birdman later called it his biggest regret. He claims he handled it privately, blessing Wayne beyond what he asked for. But the damage was already done. The illusion of family was shattered. Wayne wasn't alone. Juvenile, BG, Manny Fresh. One by one, the same complaints surfaced. Publishing confusion, royalty disputes, control issues. Manny Fresh, the sound architect of Cash Money, eventually walked away entirely. Birdman admits he didn't understand the business early on, but ignorance doesn't erase impact. And online, the narrative hardened. Birdman became the villain, compared to other powerful figures who built empires while leaving wreckage behind. Then, there were the moments that crossed lines nobody could explain away. Old footage resurfaced, stories Wayne himself told publicly, incidents from his childhood that cast Birdman in a disturbing light. Fans started reevaluating everything. What once looked like mentorship now raised questions about boundaries and power. And when power mixes with money and loyalty, violence is never far behind. Rumors tied Cash Money to street conflicts from the very beginning. Artists lost their lives, names whispered, no charges ever stuck, but the smoke never cleared. Then came the 2015 tour bus incident involving Lil Wayne. Shots fired, indictments filed. Court documents pointed fingers without ever landing charges. Birdman denied everything, but the damage to his reputation was permanent. The fallout extended beyond Wayne. Conflicts involving Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, and Atlanta politics left bodies in the streets. Whether fair or not, Cash Money's name stayed attached to chaos. Even blood wasn't spared. Birdman's brother, Terrence Gangster Williams, allegedly did serious dirt early on and took a life sentence. After decades behind bars, he cooperated to get free. When he came home, Birdman cut him off completely. Loyalty over blood. The streets debated it heavily. Was it principle or abandonment? Through it all, Birdman never backed down. He never softened his stance. He's openly said he's prepared to protect what he built by any means. That energy went viral in 2016 when he confronted Charlemagne live on air. Put Some Respect on My Name became a cultural moment, but it also reinforced who Birdman was at his core. Defiant, unapologetic, hardened. Now, decades later, the reckoning looks different. Birdman still makes millions off his catalog every year. He's mentoring NBA YoungBoy, seeing the same once-in-a-generation spark he saw in Wayne. History repeating itself. He talks about stepping back, about peace, about wishing he'd gone to college, about emotional exhaustion. Financially, the numbers fluctuate. Lawsuits, foreclosures, comebacks, declines, but the money never fully disappears. The image does. That's the real tragedy. Birdman didn't lose everything. He didn't fall off. He didn't fade away quietly. He's living long enough to watch the public reassess his entire legacy, to see the cracks replayed on social media. to stand on stage while the world wonders if he's okay. He calls himself already damaged, already dead inside. And maybe that's the saddest part. A man who beat the streets, built a billion-dollar empire, put on legends, changed hip-hop forever, but never escaped the survival mode that made it all possible. The tragic fate of Birdman isn't death. It's living with everything he built, surrounded by the wreckage of how he built it. And that kind of loss doesn't fade, it just plays on loop.